Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam, Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining. Let's start. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Pranam. Thank you all so much for joining. So we'll try to complete chapter 3 today and move on to chapter 4. So let's start the prayer. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. So what is the title of the chapter? Chapter 3, The Glories of?
The Glories of Haridasa Thakura Mataji.
Correct. And what were we reading yesterday? What was the interaction between who and Haridas Thakur, who was there?
Haridas Thakur and Maya Devi Mataji.
And Maya Devi, right? So we had seen that how she was trying to allure him, but it had absolutely no impact on Srila Haridas Thakur because he was completely absorbed in the names of Lord Chaitanya and in the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And in fact, he had, he told her to chant and listen to the chanting. And in this way, Maya Devi then says that. Uh, my heart is completely, she says that I was able to allure everyone, even Brahma, but I could not allure you. That's what she says. And then she requests him to give the name of Krishna to her, so like to be initiated by Srila Haridas Thakur. So in that context we were reading one verse, so just a little more clarification, because yesterday a question also was asked about this, that about the chanting of the name of Lord Ram and the name of Lord Krishna. So in that verse, that is the verse 257, in that verse it is mentioned that Lord Ram is mentioned as Taraka, Lord Ram's name, and Lord Krishna's name is mentioned as Paraka. So devotees explain that Taraka means one who can take one out of the material world. So Lord Ram takes us out of this. Lord Ram's name can take us out of the material world. It is very, very strong. His name is also very, very strong. But why is Maya Devi talking about Lord Krishna's name? Because the name of Lord Krishna gives us prema bhakti. It gives us not just takes us out of the material world, but also gives us prema bhakti, and that is why she is desiring to get the name of Lord Krishna. And devotees explain that the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is both Taraka and Paraka. It will take us out of this material world also, and it will also give us Prema Bhakti, and that is why it is so very special. The name of Lord Krishna is very, very special. So, and the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra has all the potency. So in this way we can understand that why is she requesting for the name of Lord Krishna. And the healthy state, the natural state of the soul is, in loving devotional service to Lord Krishna. So that is the state that we should try to attain. And also this in the purport about the fall down was mentioned, right? That gyanis, how they fall down. So those gyanis, who commit offenses to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, they are the ones who actually then fall down, because there are some gyanis who do get to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, like Shukdev Goswami. He was a gyani, but then he becomes a Prema Bhakta after hearing the narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. But those Gyanis who commit some offenses at the lotus feet of Krishna, they are the ones who actually fall down. So this is what we understood in yesterday's section, that the association of a saint, association of a sadhu is very, very important. Maya Devi is Durga Devi, and she is a great devotee herself, but through this whole pastime, she is teaching us that we have to get the name of Krishna from a pure devotee, and that is why the process of initiation is so very important. And that's why she asks for Diksha from Srila Haridas Thakur, that you please give me the name of Krishna. Okay, so it's not like we can attain Krishna on our own. The position of a guru is very, very important. So that's what was highlighted in yesterday's section. And also, devotees explained that in the last two verses that we read, I'll just share the screen and then we'll read further. But the last two verses that we read, 264, 265, in that we read that even Lakshmi Devi, she wants to come and be a part of the chanting and be a part of the association of Lord Chaitanya, and to chant the names of Krishna. And the Lord himself comes to give this name and also to experience the love of the holy name of Krishna. But sadly, when we are asked to chant, we consider the rounds as sometimes we consider it as a burden. So that is something that especially myself, one mentality that requires correction. The chance to chant Krishna's names is a great benediction, so we should consider ourselves very, very fortunate. Okay, so we'll continue with today's section. I'll just share the screen. 1 minute. So devotees who would like to read, please raise your hands. Yeah. See Uma
Hare
Devi
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yeah, Uma Devi Mataji, please read Mataji.
Dandavat
Mataji,
Pranam Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna. Mataji, you can read 2 shlokas. I'll
Yes,
just
263 shall I start, Mataji? Or
no, no, Mataji, 1
266?
second. We have completed till 265.
Yes.
Please read 266, 267. Yeah.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. मायादासी प्रेमा माके ईते की विस्मया साधु कृपा नाम वीना प्रेमाना जन्माया. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. What is the wonder if the maidservant of Krishna, his external energy, begs for love of Godhead? Without the mercy of a devotee and without the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, love of Godhead cannot be possible. 267. Chaitanya Gosa Nira Lila Rahita Eta Swabhava Tribhuvana Nache Gaya Pana Prema Bhava. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the activities of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the three worlds, dance and chant, having come in touch with love of Godhead. This is the characteristic of his pastimes. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this shloka 3.266 is a very important verse. What does it state? It states that what is the wonder if the maidservant of Krishna, his external energy begs for love of Godhead? Without the mercy of a devotee and without the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, love of Godhead cannot be possible. So this shloka greatly emphasizes that, how important is the association of devotees, and how important is the chanting of the names of the Lord. And why is this so important? Why is devotee association very, very important? Because Lord Krishna gets attracted by one who gives him love. And these great devotees, the devotees, they are giving Krishna love. So Krishna is very, very attached to these devotees. And so we have to take the Sangha, the association of these devotees. And this Hare Krishna movement is all about spreading love, because in reality, there is no real love that exists in this world. It is all just, based on our needs, to fulfill our selfish desires. And because love means this desire to give happiness to someone else and not thinking about our own happiness. So, this pure love really does not exist in this world, but it exists with Lord Krishna, and it exists in the hearts of the devotees of Lord Krishna. So, we should try to associate with them, and there can be no love in our heart for Lord Krishna without the mercy of a devotee. Because a devotee has love, so they can give love to us. And that is why she is asking for Krishna Naam from Srila Haridas Thakur. And then 267, we are reading that the movement of Lord Chaitanya was so great that the three worlds were chanting, dancing, and they were getting love of Godhead. So this is the characteristic of his pastimes. Okay. Yeah, let's move forward. Prashanti Mataji. Mataji, you can read till
Yeah, Hare
270.
Krishna Mataji. Pranam.
Yes, 3 shlokas. Mataji. Thank you. Pranam.
कृष्णादियारायत श्वतर जंग में कृष्ण प्रेम मत करे कृष्ण संकीर्तने. Translation by Prabhupada. Oh, Mataji, is this by Prabhupada only, no? Can I say that?
Yes, Mataji. Prabhupada only. Who else?
Translation by Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. The holy name of Krishna is so attractive that anyone who chants it, including all living entities, moving and non-moving, and even Lord Krishna himself, becomes imbued with love of Krishna. This is the effect of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. स्वरूप गोशानी kada chaya ye lila likhila Raghunatha dasa mukhe ye sabha sunila. Translation by Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. I have heard from the mouth of Raghunatha Dasa Goswami all the Swarupa of Damodara Goswami, all that Damodara Goswami recorded in his notes about the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dhanvat Pranam.
Mataji, please read 270 also. Then
Yes,
we'll...
Mataji. Me only na Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. सेई सब लीला कही संक्षेप करिया चैतन्य कृपते लिखी क्षुद्र जीवहना. Translation by Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. I have briefly described those pastimes. Whatever I have written is by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, since I am an insignificant living being. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So, in 268, we read that in the name of Lord Krishna is so attractive that anyone who chants it, or anyone, like the living entities, and even those who are hearing it, they will also get benefited. We have read about that earlier, and it is mentioned that even Lord Krishna himself, in the form of Lord Chaitanya, becomes imbued with love of Krishna. The chanting is so great. The Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is so great. And then it is Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is mentioning that he has heard all these pastimes from Raghunath Das Goswami. Now, Raghunath Das Goswami was staying in Puri only when Mahaprabhu was there and Sarup Damodar Goswami was there. And all the pastimes that were taking place in Puri, Sarup Damodar Goswami was recording those in his notes. Okay, that is Kadachaya, that in his notes. And so Raghunath Das Goswami had heard from, from Sarup Damodar Goswami, and he was also present there. And when he moved to Vrindavan later on, after Mahaprabhu had left his body, he moved to Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had heard about Lord Chaitanya's pastimes from Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So we can see that he had this direct connection. And so he was hearing the exact pastimes, what exactly had taken place. Okay, yeah. So then in 270, we read that he says that he is briefly describing these pastimes, and it is his greatness that he says that he is an insignificant living being, but we can understand how elevated he is at such an advanced age to write such a great literature. One has to be truly elevated, and one has to be truly empowered by the Lord to do something like this. Okay. Yeah. Now let's read 271 onwards. Shobha Mataji. Mataji, you
Hare
can read.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Hari
Pranam,
Bol.
Mataji. So,
Krishna Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Text 271. Haridas Thakur kahino mahimara kana Yahara Shavane Bhaktera Gudaya Shravana. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I have described but a fragment of the glories of Haridasa Thakura. Hearing this satisfies the oral perception of every devotee. Next Mataji, shall I read?
yes, Mataji. This is the last
Text
verse.
272. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Padayara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa. Synonymous translation purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa, Sri Raghunatha and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy, I Krishna Raja, the Krishna Dasa narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Purport. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, third chapter, describing the glories of Srila Haridasa Thakura. Harivol. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So hearing the glories of Haridas Thakur, devotees get, devotees, it satisfies the hearts of the devotees. It's very, very pleasing and very satisfying to the heart. And Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Yeah, so now let's move to the next chapter. So just, before we move to the next chapter, let's quickly remember what we read in this chapter. So this chapter was talking about the glories of Srila Haridas Thakur and two great incidents that take place where, he is allured by first a prostitute, and then there is the incident where Maya Devi herself comes and tries to allure Srila Haridas Thakur, but we see the potency of a pure devotee, that he's not at all allured by the Maya Shakti of the Lord also. Rather, she says that, I want to take Diksha from him. So, all glories to Srila Haridas Thakur. Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Now, before we move to chapter 4, let's quickly read what we were discussing about yesterday. This is the list of the associates of Lord Krishna who also came in Lord Chaitanya's Lila. Okay, I hope you're able to see the
It's
screen.
very light, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, this is how that page is. I'm trying to increase the size more. Yeah, I hope it's a little better now. So this is quite a long list. I'll share this in the group so you can go through it in detail. But let's
Yeah.
try to cover some important more. All are important, but let's try to cover a few. So the Ashta Goswamis, the 8 Goswamis, they are we know that they are all the Manjaris. And then the cowherd boys, the 12 cowherd boys, they come in the form of these devotees, this list, Abhiram Thakur, Dhananjay Pandit, Gauridas Pandit, and all these devotees, this list. These are the cowherd boys in Krishna's Leela who appear in Gaur Leela. Then the Ashta Sakhis, the 8 principal gopis in Lord Krishna's Leela, they also come in Gaur Leela. So here is that list on Srila Ramanand Rai, Swarup Damodar Goswami, and so on. So uh, we can read this, in detail. I'll send the link. And this is a more, detailed list about who's Lord Chaitanya. You all know Nityanand Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit. Vishwarup, the brother of Lord Chaitanya, is none other than Sankarshan. And then Sita Devi, the wife of Advaita Acharya, is Yogamaya, and Katyayani Devi. Shachi Mata obviously is Krishna's mother from the spiritual planet. So she is Yashoda, Devki, Kaushalya, Aditi, Prishni, all the mothers, the in various forms of Krishna. And similarly, Jagannath Mishra is the father, Nanda, Baba, Vasudev ji, like that. Pundarik Vidyanidhi is Vrishabhanu, Maharaj, the father of Radharani. Then Padmavati Devi, Lord Nityananda's mother, she is Rohini Devi, mother of Balram ji, and Harai Pandit is Vasudev ji. So, and the first wife of Lord Gauranga, Lakshmi Priya Devi, she is Rukmini Devi, Sita Devi, Mahalakshmi, like that. The Shakti of Krishna. And Vishnu Priya, the second wife of Lord Gauranga, is Bhu Shakti, one of the 3 Lakshmis of Lord Vishnu. In this way, this list goes on. Murari Gupta, you all know, is Hanuman ji. And it's actually very interesting. When you read through the entire list, you can relate, okay, this person is that person, and then what kind of pastime they had. So it really makes a lot of sense. Maharaj Pratap Rudra, he's King Indradyumna. You remember the whole pastime of Lord Jagannath, King Indradyumna, and Indradev. So that's Maharaj Pratap Rudra. And it's a very long list. So these see, you can see Gauridas Pandit is Subal, Kamalakara, Pipalai is Mahabal, and Subahu is Udharana Datta. So all the friends of Krishna. Stoka Krishna is Purushottam Das. So all the the different friends of Krishna, they have also come in the past times. Like Sarup Damodar Goswami is Vishakha Devi, Vanmali Kaviraj is Chitra Devi. So all the eight gopis, the manjaris, they all come in the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya also.
Very
The
useful thing, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, it's
Very,
very nice. Yeah. So yeah, we would have. It would be nice if we could read through each, but that will take a lot of time, and we
yeah.
have to forward also. But I'll share this link. So please go
Yes,
through it.
Mataji, please. Yeah.
It's
You
very
Very
must.
nice, Mataji. Very informative. We
Yeah,
cannot
yeah,
get this information anywhere.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
Mataji. It's on
No,
ISKCON Desire
Mataji.
Tree. So please do
Yeah.
go through the list. I'll share it. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks to ISKCON Desire Tree, Mataji, they have made this very
Yeah.
detailed,
Yes, Mataji, true.
very merciful. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll go to chapter 4. Chapter 4 is entitled Sanatan Goswami Visits the Lord at Jagannath Puri. So, in the previous chapter, we were hearing about the glories of Srila Haridas Thakur, and in this chapter, we'll hear about the glories of Srila Sanatan Goswami. And there are very beautiful pastimes that are enacted between Lord Chaitanya and Srila Sanatan Goswami, and really it shows the deep affection that Lord Chaitanya has for his devotees. And it's very beautiful section. Uh, there is not much to explain as such. So we will all read five verses, okay? So we'll read 5 verses, then try to understand what is spoken there, because it's more like in the story form what's happening when Sanatan Goswami is coming to Puri. So please read 5 verses each, starting with Chandana Mataji. Yeah, Mataji, you can start 1 to 5.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat pranams. Text 1. Vrindavanat prunappraptam Shri Gaura Shri Sanatanam Dehapatad avan snehat Shuddham Chakre Parikshaya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Sanatana Goswami returned from Vrindavan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu affectionately saved him from his determination to commit suicide. Then, after testing him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu purified his body. Text 2. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 3. Neelachala haite rupa gaudaya bhigela mathura haite sanatana neelachala aila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Srila Rupa Goswami returned from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, Sanatana Goswami went from Mathura to Jagannath Puri to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 4. झारिकांड वन पथे आइला एकेला चलिया कभू उपवास कभू चलवाना करिया. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sanatana Goswami walked alone on the path through the Jharikanda forest in central India. Sometimes he fasted and sometimes he would eat. Text 5. Jharikandera jalera doshe upavase haite gatre kandu haila rasa padeka juyaite. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because of bad weather in Jharikanda forest and because of fasting, Sanatana Goswami contracted a disease that made his body itch. Thus, he was afflicted with itching sores from which fluid oozed. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So, what is in how this chapter starts? It's talking about how Srila Sanatan Goswami moved from Vrindavan to Puri now. He's coming to Jagannath Puri. And this first shloka talks about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saved him from his determination to commit suicide. And that we'll read about later, what was this entire pastime. But we know that Lord Chaitanya purified his body. And then we read that from Mathura, from Vrindavan, he came to Jagannath Puri to meet Lord Chaitanya. And at that point, just before Shri Sanatan Goswami reaches Jagannath Puri, just some days back, Rupa Goswami goes from Jagannath Puri to Bengal. So Rupa Goswami goes from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, and Sanatan Goswami goes from Mathura to Jagannath Puri. Now he was walking through this entire way he was walking, and it was all through forest. And sometimes he got food, sometimes he would not eat, and even during the entire journey, the water that he was drinking was sometimes contaminated, and because of that he developed a disease. He contracted a disease which made his body itch, and there were itching sores, and pus fluid was oozing out of those uh, those sores. Yeah. So in this condition, he's going to reach Jagannath Puri. Okay. Now let's read 6 to 10. Padma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. निर्वेदः इलापाते करे न विचारा नीचा जाति देह मोरा अत्यंत आशारा. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. In disappointment, Sanatana Goswami considered, I am a low caste and my body is useless for devotional service. 7. Jagannathe gele tanra darshana na paimu Prabhura darshana sada karite narimu. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. When I go to Jagannath Puri, I shall not be able to see Lord Jagannatha, nor shall I always be able to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 8. Mandirani kate shuni tanra vaset sthiti Mandirani kate yaite mura nahi shakti. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. I have heard that the residential quarters of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are near the temple of Jagannath, but I shall not have the power to go near the temple. Text 9. Jagannatera sevak pera kaya Anurode tanra sparsha haile mora abe aparade. Translation by Sri Prabhupada. The servants of Lord Jagannatha generally move about tending to their duties. But if they touch me, I shall be an offender. Text 10. Tateya diye deha bala sthane diye dukha shanti haya hara sadgati paiye. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, if I sacrifice his body in good place, my unhappiness will be mitigated and I shall attain an exalted destination. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So is this consciousness, with these thoughts that Srila Sanatan Goswami is entering Jagannath Puri? What is he thinking? He's thinking that, he still considers himself of a low caste because of, even though they were born in Brahmana families, they were serving the Sultan, right? The Nawab. So because of that, he still feels that he is of a low caste, though he is such a great Vaishnava, and Lord Chaitanya himself, gave so much importance to them. But still, it is his humility that he's still considering himself of a low caste, and he's thinking that I'm already of a low caste, and now my body is also useless for devotional service because he considers himself unclean due to the infection that he has. And then he's saying that in this condition, how can I go and see Lord Jagannath? So I cannot see Lord Jagannath in Puri, and I cannot see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also because of my condition. I know that he stays, his quarters, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's quarters are near the temple, but I don't have the power to go anywhere near the temple because of my condition. Because why is he saying that? Because he thinks that the servants of Lord Jagannath are generally moving around the temple and they should not touch me. Otherwise, they'll get contaminated and that will be an offense on my part. So I can't go anywhere near the temple. So he's thinking that my whole life is useless and therefore I should just sacrifice my life in a good place. And in this way, my unhappiness will be mitigated and I shall attain an exalted destination. So what he is thinking is out of complete and total humility on his part. Okay. Now we'll see how Lord Chaitanya reciprocates with him. Yeah. Sudha Mataji. Yeah, Mataji,
Hare
please read
Krishna.
it. 15. Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mata, Dandat Pranam.
Dandavat.
जगन्नाथ रथ यात्राया हई बेन बाहिरा तारा रथ चाकाय चाडीमो चाडीमो ए शरीरा. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. During the Rath Yatra festival, when Lord Jagannatha comes out of the temple, I shall give up this body under the wheel of his car. महाप्रभुरा आगे आरा देखी जगन्नाथ रते देह छाड़ी मुँह यही परम पुरुषार्थ. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After seeing Lord Jagannatha, I shall give up my body under the wheel of the car in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This will be the highest benediction of my life. येता निश्चय करी नीलाचले आईला लोके पूची हरिदास स्थाने उतारीला. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Having made this resolution, Sanatana Goswami went to Nilachal, where he asked directions from people and approached the residence of Haridasa Thakura. हरिदासेर कैला तिहा चरण वंदना जानी हरिदासा तारे कैला आलिंगना. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He offered his respects to the lotus feet of Haridasa Thakura, who knew him and thus embraced him. महाप्रभु देखिते तारा उत्कंठित मना हरिदासा कहे प्रभु आसी भेना एकहना. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sanatan Goswami was very eager to see the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore Haridasa Thakura said, the Lord is coming here very soon. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, thank you so much. So what he decides that during Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath is going to come out of the temple and I'll just come under the wheel of his car and give up my life. And he thinks that after seeing Lord Jagannath, I shall give up my body. And this will be the highest benediction of my life because I'll be doing this in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he makes this resolution, he decides this, and he comes to Nilachal. And when Rupa Goswami had also come to Puri, he had gone to Srila Haridas Thakur. So Sanatan Goswami also asked directions from people of where Srila Haridas Thakur was staying. And he comes and offers respects to Srila Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur knew him and so embraces him with a lot of love. And obviously, Sanatan Goswami is very, very desirous and very eager to see Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya used to come to meet Haridas Thakur every day. So Haridas Thakur tells him that the Lord is coming here very soon. Okay. Now let's read 16 to 20. Uma Devi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम. केना काले प्रभु उपाला भोगा देखिया हरिदासे मिलीते एला भक्त गण लाना. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At that every moment, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after visiting the temple of Jagannatha to see the offering of Upala Bhoga, morning refreshments, came with his other devotees to see Haridasa Thakura. Text 17. प्रभु देखी तूने पादे दंडवत हाना प्रभु आलिंगना हरिदासे रे उत्थाना. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, both Haridasa Thakura and Sanatan Goswami immediately fell flat like rocks to offer obeisances. The Lord then lifted Haridasa and embraced him. 18. Haridasa kahe हरिदास कहे सनातन करे नमस्कारा, सनातने देखी प्रभु हैला चमत्कारा. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Haridasa Thakura said to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "Here is Sanatana Goswami offering his obeisances." Seeing Sanatana Goswami, the Lord was greatly surprised. Text 19. Sanatane alingite Prabhu aguhaila, pache bhage Sanatana kahite lagila. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came forward to embrace him, Sanatana backed away and spoke as follows. Text 20. मोरे ना चुनिहा प्रभु पादम तुम्हारा पाया, एके नीचा जाति हदामा हारा कंदूरा सगाया. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My Lord, please do not touch me. I fall at your lotus feet. I am the lowest of men, having been born of a low caste. Besides that, I have infections on my body. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So, Lord Chaitanya, as Srila Haridas Thakur had said, that Lord Chaitanya is going to come. So, Mahaprabhu comes after visiting Jagannath temple, where he wanted to have the Upala Bhog, the offering morning refreshments, that darshan. And then he comes to see Srila Haridas Thakur. Every day Mahaprabhu used to come. And then seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, both Haridas Thakur and Srila Sanatan Goswami, they offer their respects. It's mentioned that they fell flat like rods. So that is that Dandavat pranams. And then the Lord lifts Haridas Thakur. And then Haridas Thakur says that Sanatan Goswami has come here. He's also offering obeisances. And seeing him, Lord Chaitanya is very, very surprised, very happy. And so he wants to come and embrace Srila Sanatan Goswami. But Sanatan Goswami moves back, because he says that, please do not touch me, my Lord. I am the lowest of men. First, he feels himself of a low caste also. And then he says that my body is also full of infections. So please do not touch me, my Lord. Yeah. Now let's move forward. 21 to 25. Krishnamurti Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Namaste Mataji.
Pranam.
Oh, 1 second. ಬಾಲಕ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರಭು ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲಿಂಗನ ಕೈಲ ಕಂಡು ಕ್ಲೇದ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುರ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಂಗೆಲಗೀಲ. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, embraced Sanatana Goswami by force. Thus the moisture oozing from the itching source touched the transcendental body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shall I continue, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, please read till 25.
भक्तगणे प्रभु विलीला सनातने sadhane. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord introduced all the devotees to Sanatana Goswami, who offered his respectful obeisance unto the lotus feet of them all. Text 23. Prabhulana Vasila Pindara Upare Bhakta Gana Pindatale Vasila Haridasa Sanatana. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord and his devotees sat on a raised platform, and below three. Text 24. Kushalavarta Maha Jera Sanatane, Tenha Kahena, Translation Prabhupada. Say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Sanatana replied, everything is auspicious because I have seen your lotus. Text 25. Mathurara Vaishnava Sabera Dana Janaila. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Vaishnavas at Mathura. Sanatana Goswami.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. So then what happens is naturally when they are meeting after a long time, Mahaprabhu has so much love that Mahaprabhu forces and embraces him by, with forcefully. So even though the moisture from the pores oozing touched the transcendental body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, still that didn't bother him at all. It was just the love for Srila Sanatan Goswami. And then he introduces him to all the devotees there and who offered respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of them all the devotees in Puri. And then the Lord and his devotees sat on a raised platform, and below that, Srila Haridas Thakur and Sanatan Goswami sat down. And naturally, Mahaprabhu then asks that what about the well-being of everyone? And because he's coming from Mathura, and then Srila Sanatan Goswami says that everything is auspicious because I have seen your lotus feet. And the Lord asks about the devotees in Mathura, and Sanatan Goswami informs the Lord of their good health and fortune. Okay. Now let's read 26 to 30. Would someone like to read? Yeah, Karpagavali Mataji, please read.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
26. Hare Krishna. Text 26. Prabhu kahe ihan rupa chila dasa masa ihan hete gode gele aila dina dasa. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed Sanatana Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami was here for 10 months. He left for Bengal just 10 days ago. Text 27. Tomara bai anupamera ila ganga prati balachila raghunate arada ardha tara bhakti. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Your brother Anupama is now dead. He was a very good devotee who had firm conviction in Raghunatha Lord Ramchandra. Text 28. Sanadana kahi nicha vamse mora janma atrahama anyaya yata amara kula. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Sanatana Goswami said, I was born in a low family, for my family commits all kinds of irreligious acts that violate the scriptural injunctions. Text 29. Kena vamsakrana chadi kaila angikara tomara kripaya vamsi mangala amara. Translation, Mataji, School of Mataji. My Lord, without hatred for my family, you have accepted me as your servant. Only by your mercy is there good fortune in my family. Shall I continue, Mataji?
Mataji 30 also.
Text 30. Sehi Anupama Bai, Sisu Kala Haite, Raghunatha Upasana, Hare Dhutta Chitti. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. From the very beginning of his childhood, my younger brother Anupama was a great devotee of Raghunatha, Lord Ramchandra, and he worshipped him with a great determination.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
So Mahaprabhu tells Srila Sanatan Goswami that just 10 days ago, Rupa Goswami left from Puri to Bengal, and then about their younger brother Anupam, also called as Vallabh, who was a very great devotee of Lord Ramachandra, but then he passed away. So Mahaprabhu informs Srila Sanatan Goswami about him, and Sanatan Goswami says that I was born in a low family, for my family commits all kinds of irreligious acts because they were serving the Nawab that violate the scriptural injunctions, and yet he says that you have, without any hatred for my family, you have accepted me as your servant. Only by your mercy is there good fortune in my family. And then he starts to praise, glorify Anupam, that from the very beginning of his childhood, Anupam was a great devotee of Lord Ramachandra and he worshipped him with great determination. Now, you all remember who is Anupam's son?
Yes, Mataji, their younger brother. Rupa sir.
Anupam is their younger brother, but who is Anupam's son?
Raghunath Das.
No, not Raghunath. Raghunath Das Goswami is the Majumdar's son, no? Mataji Hiranya Majumdar and Govardhan Majumdar. That's Raghunath Das Goswami.
Jiva Goswami, no Mataji.
Yes, Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Jiva Goswami is the son of Anupam. So he's the nephew of Srila Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's read 31 to 35.
Mataji, they said this Raghunatha, that is in brackets Lord Ramachandra. He was Lord Ramachandra?
Lord Ram. Yeah, he was a devotee of Lord Ram.
He was a devotee of Lord Ram. Okay.
He was a great devotee of Lord Ram. That's what.
Yeah, okay. This Raghunatha Das, he also, this one of the Goswamis?
No, Mataji, Anupam was a great devotee of Raghunath, so this is Lord Ram. This is not Raghunath Das Goswami.
So this Raghunatha is Lord Ram himself, right?
Lord Ram. Lord Ram.
Okay. Okay, Mataji, thank you. Just wanted some clarification. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Vinodini Mataji, 31 to 35. Please.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
रात्रि दिन रत्न तेरा नाम आराध्याना रामायण निरवधि शून्य कर गाना. Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He always chanted the holy name of Raghunatha and meditated upon him. He continuously heard about the activities of the Lord from the Ramayana and chanted about them. आम्ही आरा रूपा तारा ज्येष्ठ सहोदरा आम्हा दोहात संगीत तेहा रहे निरंतरा. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Rupa and I are his elder brothers. He stayed with us continuously. आम्हा सभा संगे कृष्णा कथ भगवता शुने ताहरा परीक्षा कैलो आम्ही दुई जने. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He heard Srimad Bhagavatam and talks about Lord Krishna with us, and both of us examined him. Shunaha Vallabha Krishna Parama Madhura Saundarya Madhurya Prema Vilasa Prachura. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dear Vallabha, we said, please hear from us. Lord Krishna is supremely attractive. His beauty, sweetness, and pastimes of love are without limit. Krishna bhajana kara tumi amadora sange tina bhai ekatra rahimo Krishna ka tarange. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Engage yourself in devotional service to Krishna with the two of us. We three brothers shall stay together and enjoy discussing the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Srila Sanatan Goswami is telling that how Anupam was a great devotee of Lord Ram, and they all stayed together. But Anupam would, always chant and meditate on Lord Ram, and he would constantly, hear Ramayana, read Ramayana, chant the glories of Lord Ram. Then Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami told him that, let's hear about Srimad Bhagavatam and talk. Come, let's all hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Let's chant the names of Krishna, because they were Krishna devotees. And they tell him that, please hear from us. Lord Krishna is supremely attractive. His beauty, sweetness, and pastimes of love are without limit. So you also come and you also engage yourself in devotional service to Lord Krishna with the two of us, all three brothers. We'll all stay together and we'll enjoy discussing the pastimes of Lord Krishna. So this is what Rupa and Sanatan Goswami told Anupam. Okay. Now let's read 36 to 40. Gandhi Mati Mataji. Then we'll stop for today.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Mataji.
4.36 Yei mata bara bara kahi dui jana amadun khara gaurave kichu peli gela mana kichi peri gela mana. Sorry. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. In this way, we spoke to him again and again, and because of his persuasions and disrespect for us, his mind turned somewhat toward our instructions. Text 37. Toma dunhara ajna ami kamena langimu Diksha mantra deha Krishna bhajana karimu. Translation. Vallabha replied, my dear brothers, how can I disobey your orders? Initiate me into the Krishna mantra so that I may perform devotional service to Lord Krishna. Text 38. Etaka hi ratri kale karena chintana kamene chadimu raghunatera charana. Translation. After saying this at night, he began to think, how shall I give up the lotus feet of Lord Raghunatha? Text 39. Sabaratri krantana kari kaila jagarana pratakale ama dunihahya kaila nivedana. Translation. He stayed up all night and cried. In the morning, he came to us and submitted the following plea. Text 40. Raghunatera pada patme vichiya chon mata kaditena paran mata pana bada vyata. Translation. I have sold my head at the lotus feet of Lord Ramchandra. I cannot take it away. They would be too painful for me. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So, hearing the instructions of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami and their persuasion, because of their persuasion and because Anupam respected them so much, his mind somewhat turned towards their instructions. And then he says that, how can I disobey your orders? So, please initiate me into the Krishna mantra so that I can perform devotional service to Lord Krishna. But because his attachment to Lord Ram was so strong that at night he gets this thought that how can I give up the lotus feet of Lord Raghunath? And he stayed up all night. He was so much in anxiety. And in the morning, he came and he spoke to Srila Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. And he said that I have already sold my heart, my head at the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra. I cannot take it away. So my head is bowing at the feet of Lord Ram. I cannot take it away. I've sold it. So it doesn't belong to me now. I cannot change this attachment. That would be too painful for me. So this is Anupam's plea, his request to his brothers, Srila Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis. So we'll stop here today and we'll see what they reply, and that section will come tomorrow. Okay.
Mataji, this text 37, who's this Vallabha replied?
Mataji, his name is Vallabha also. Anupam had another name, Vallabh. Same person.
Okay.
Only.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other questions? Comments? No? Okay. So a lot of interesting sections coming up. Please join every day. Yeah. So
Yes, Mataji, is very interesting now.
so much. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa
Vaishnavedyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Ananta
की
Goswami
जय
की जय,
जय
श्री प्रभुपाद की
श्रीला
जय,
प्रभुपाद
श्री
की जय
कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय श्री
कविराज गोस्वामी
प्रभुपाद
की जय।
गुरु महाराज की जय हरे कृष्णा प्रणाम थैंक यू ऑल फॉर
कृष्ण
जॉइनिंग
माता जी प्रणाम।
माता जी हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, please
Danda
post that
pranam.
list, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, right away. I'll just
Thank
send the
you.
link.
Thank you.
थैंक यू माता जी।
Hare Krishna.